Hi, welcome to Hit the Bricks. Today's exciting. We are gonna go racing. We've got a Ferrari and a Porsche, a MOC, and an official Speed Champions Lego. They're gonna go head to head. We're gonna take a look at how they're built. We're gonna do a speed build on this one over here. And then we're gonna do a crash test, which I think is gonna be pretty exciting. I think the best crash test we've had on this channel is this one up here. This is a Ferrari by Rolling Bricks. This one might rival that, because when putting this together, it just feels like it's gonna explode against that wall pretty good. So looking forward to that. That's coming right up. Okay, now we're ready to go. We got the pit crew here. Baxter, you ready? He's ready. He's ready to race. So we've got a 1970 Ferrari 512M and a 1970 Porsche 917K. The Ferrari, they're both famous cars. The Ferrari won the Sebring 12-hour in 1970, and the Porsche 917 is a 24-hour Le Mans winner. Okay, so if you're not familiar with this Ferrari, this came out in 2022. It's got a couple hundred pieces or so. It's a solid build, a lot of fun. It's a famous car. I like the gold rims, like this canopy here, opens up. The use of the slopes and such is really done well. It's got some decals on it, but they actually went on there really nicely, and I think that really adds a good touch. Speaking of decals, liveries, I am gonna, like I said, modify this one a little bit. I'm gonna just change it up, put some fins on the back here, kind of like I got the slot car here, kind of like the back of this one. It's gonna be more like a 1971. And that is the Le Mans winner. So I'm gonna change that up a little bit, because originally I was gonna do a 1971 Porsche 917, and I ordered some decals for it. Unfortunately, that fell through. So I'm gonna do this one here. I found this one after the fact. I'm really happy I did. This is actually, I'll put a link down below. This is a free download. So you can get that one from Rebrickable, from the designer here. Really generous to put that out there. A lot of hard work, so I appreciate being able to download that for free and be able to review it on the channel. So yeah, so I'm just gonna change up a few things. I'm gonna change this green in the front here. I'm gonna add some of these fins kind of in the back, and then I'll show you the livery. I'm gonna take a little liberty with the livery, as it were. It's the best joke you're gonna get on this channel. But I think it'll look pretty cool. I'll do that probably after the crash test. Okay, so before we get into the speed build of the Ferrari and the crash test, let's just talk about the build of each one of these. This MOC here, again, is a free download. Get the link down below. It's very similar to the Speed Champions as far as the build goes. Actually, some of the same parts, I think, are very close to it. The canopy is the same, this one obviously being clear. But yeah, the experience feels very similar to it. This one is a slight bit longer than the Ferrari, but it could be in real life too. I'm not really sure. I mean, these were huge cars. This is a very long, very low, sleek race car for sure. I like the details that are on it. This back part here by the mid-engine motor. If you look at the slot car, which is usually pretty detailed, it's got that gold on there as well, so I appreciate that touch. I think the most impressive thing about this build was the back, the detail back here. It's actually more detailed than the Speed Champion for sure. So that's a real plus for this MOC. I think that really was some thought that went into the back there. This kind of angles a little bit here. We've got ventilation up on top. I think the black wheels look good with the white. There's a little green accent in the front. I assume that's what the designer was looking at, maybe the actual livery on the car, that the 1970 one. Like I said, I'm going to be putting some modifications on this and making more like the 1971. So we'll take a look at that a little bit. But the car itself really didn't change too much, just a few additions onto it. I believe the chassis was the same between the 2 years. But overall, yeah, it's a good build. Here's some shots of the instructions that I don't mind sharing, again, because it's free. I would say that when I started building, I thought it was going to be extremely fragile when it was going together. But about 3/4 of the way in, it really got more robust as the car came together, and it's not fragile at all. It's no problem to handle it like this. So no issues there. I think you'll find it's a really fun build. If you like building the Speed Champions, this one is definitely on par with them. So the Ferrari itself does not disappoint. Very few Speed Champion sets that I was disappointed with, to be honest with you. I know sometimes the stickers that come with it can be a little bit much, but this one actually was no issue at all. The little Ferrari actually is on the pieces already when you get it. But the 4 here and the kind of halves, you get like a 1/4 of a circle down there, went together really well. I mean, it was no problem putting those on there. So I think this one is just the right amount of stickers on it to give it some character with the numbers and such, and not be too obnoxious where you're spending a ton of times trying to get the stickers straight. The canopy is printed, so that's nice. Angles, really nice use of the angles there. This is just a good looking car. It's obviously very robust, being a Speed Champions. Definitely worth picking up. I think that one, like I said, came out in 2022. Still available. I actually just got it. It's $20 like most of the Speed Champions are. So these make a nice pair though. They're both 1970s kind of supercars for the racetrack. They make a nice pair, nice display, or if you wanted to set up like a scene or something with them, they work really well together. Okay, so we got the decals on. I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Now it looks more like the 1971 Le Mans winner with the rear fins on and the changed out color in the front and the decals. So yeah, I think they look good side by side. Almost seems a shame to do a crash test, but I said I would, so here we go. Okay, so there we go. A pretty epic crash test, I would say. I think it's a second to that Rolling Bricks Ferrari. I still think that's my favorite as far as exploding all over the place. Though I will be looking for pieces for these cars for quite a while, I think. The Speed Champion's definitely held up better. And the driver is still intact there. He's, I don't know, he seems pretty safe there. Maybe Ferrari's a little bit safer car, at least in Lego. The Porsche, that guy got ejected like James Bond. Overall, it was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun too. I'll be cleaning up this mess and we will see you next time. Which one do you like the best, Max? The white one? Like the white one? I think Max likes a Porsche. Wonder why.